Hi team, your average Joe Schmo here. Today we're going to talk about what happens to your body when you hit your 40s or as you age. A lot of things have happened to me that I didn't quite expect. First one being ear hair. I used to not have ear hair, and now I can't keep them away. Every time I shave my neck, I have to shave my ears now. It's just like I got a chia pet growing out of my ears. It's crazy. Next thing is frequent urination. I feel like, when you were 5 years old, you would do the pee-pee dance if you held it for too long. I feel like that happens, but now it's not if I hold it for too long. It's just in my normal day. I'll get out of the car and then I can barely get to a bathroom in time. If I'm riding in an elevator, that triggers me. Changes in temperature trigger me. So pretty much anytime I'm planning on getting in or out of a car, I need to plan ahead, make sure I go pee-pee before I get in the car or, before I get where I'm going. Another thing that's kind of taken me by surprise is just forgetting things in general. I'll literally have a thought in my head of something I need to do on my phone, and then I'll pull up my phone and open it up to go do that thing or look up that thing or, buy that thing or check the weather, whatever it is. And I'm just staring at my phone blankly because I've already forgotten what I was intending to do between the time that I literally thought of it and unlocked my phone. Not all the time, but it's there. Early onset dementia. Another thing is eyebrow hair. Probably once a week I'll wake up and I'll just feel something weird in my eyebrow. And while I was sleeping, some eyebrow decided to turn completely white and grow about 4 times as long. So now it's kind of a weekly thing where I'm going through my eyebrows, making sure there's no crazy hairs in there and plucking them out as needed. Reading glasses, that's a big one that came out of nowhere. I used to could read ingredient labels and my phone and even large print just fine. But now I feel like I'm hopeless without readers, and you just keep them in every room in the house, and eventually they'll all make your way to your side table in the living room, and then you've got to go put them all back where they go. But keep readers handy when you get older. They're just lifesavers. I love them, or I don't love them, but I need them. Another thing is pulling muscles. I can sneeze and sprain my ribs. I was changing my oil and took off the oil filter and sprained my ribs. And it seems like when you sprain your ribs or you pull a muscle, that lasts forever, and it takes so long to heal. Now as I get older, gaining weight is effortless. I didn't know you can gain weight by looking at food or smelling food, but evidently you can. If I ate normal, like what I ate when I was in my 30s, I would literally gain a pound a day. 365 pounds in 1 year. That's pretty much the track I would be on. So now I got to eat salads for lunch. I got to think about every snack I have. I got to think about every dessert I have and see if it's really worth the effort, because I'll be paying for it for a while. My ankles pop now. I do stretches in the morning, and I do this one stretch where I, roll my ankles, and it'll pop like 6, 7 times every single morning without fail. Another thing is I'm slow to heal. If I get a cat scratch or any kind of scratch or a bruise, that's going to be there for a while. I will, I just look like I just got out of a POW camp or something now. I mean, just all the little minor scratches, they just take forever to go away. I'm colder than I used to be. Mrs. Schmo likes to keep the thermostat where the heater doesn't kick on until it gets to be about 60 degrees in the house. And so I spend a good chunk of the day in my house with 2 pair of socks on or a hoodie on top of my other clothes, just because I'm a little bit colder than I used to be. And my final one is waking up early. If sometimes you just, again, with the frequent urination, you got to wake up and go to the bathroom in the morning. That could be 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes I don't go back to sleep after. It's just too much trouble. It just seems like it's easier just to stay up. All right. We all need some more dad jokes for our arsenal, so I'll try to end every video with a dad joke. Usually one I make up, even if it already exists. If I make it up, I consider that one I made up. as long as I didn't hear it and repeat it to you guys. But what is the smallest state? Not Rhode Island, it's Minnesota. See you next time.